Hello everyone, welcome back to today's episode of Final Fantasy 16. When last we left off, we encountered what they call the Black Shields. I believe that's what they're called, which is interesting. They kind of remind me a little bit of judges from past Final Fantasy games. And we got our bird back, our chicken, our Ambrosia, the chocobo. And for the most part, I think we've also been introduced fully to hunts, which I don't know if I've decided whether or not I'm going to do those off camera or not. I might just do it off camera. If it's not story related or not particularly interesting, like side quest related, I'm probably not going to do those, or at least not focus on them during a recording. And that's fine. It's not really that big a deal if I don't. But I will if I need to, or if something pops up and it seems interesting, I'll probably include that in the video. In any case, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click that bell, and let's get into the next episode. Man, my throat is killing me. Let's see what there is to do. There's some people I can talk to, actually. Desiree.
Oh, Clive, welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
What? Tokens?
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
On completing side quests or defeating notorious marks will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Renown is not used upon accepting donations and will never diminish. Okay. I suppose. Whatever that means. What is a spark of hope? Talk to the tea house. Talk of the tea house. Your merry band of outlaws and dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We have gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. I swear I can't read.
Here you are.
I suppose this is useful. Yes. Spark of hope. Yeah. Spark of hope. Respect. Our order is one built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again. The blood access. That's cool.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
I don't know what any of that stuff does. Or what it's for.
Like anywhere is safe.
All right, Clive. Keeping busy, are you?
What's his name? Gout?
Me too. Seems like every report our allies sends us brings 100 new headaches for me to deal with. I've been doing my best to keep on top of it all, sending anything urgent straight to the curse breakers, just like Otto told me. The rest I add to the list, whether it's strangers begging our aid or friends acting funny. There is no end of problems that need solving. And anyone with the time and inclination to solve them will earn a nice bit of goodwill for the cause. And maybe more besides. So, how busy did you say you were?
Okay. View the Alliant reports. Well, let me at.
Oh, same old.
Otto's got me reading through the reports coming in from our allies and picking out what problems need dealing with now and what can be saved for later. It was still early. It was still early days back in the old place, so I could just about handle the job myself. State of the world now, though, I need Dee's help to sniff through it all, and that's just the sifting. Actually, solving any of these problems is the whole other headache. The curse breakers take the urgent stuff, but we're still stuck waiting for volunteers to handle the rest.
So,
If you ever find yourself in a loose end, well, you know where to find me. Oh, okay.
here
So
you go.
I take it these are kind of like side quests. Wait. Use Gal's Alliant reports to not only find new quests around Palestia, but also travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest their location. I guess these are kind of like side
Think you can
quests that you can access freely. I don't know. That's what it seems like to me. Maybe. We'll see. I keep saying that, but like it really isn't giving me an idea of what's going on. Angel of Death. Trader coming by the way of Fair Norvent. Met with the troop. I think I already read this. Yeah, I think I did read it. Alright, well, let's go ahead and move on to whatever this is. Southern Rosario.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
It's a strange
Yeah, he
name,
does.
Kupka. You're supposed to be like an evil Kupo, or evil Moogle named Kupka.
Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines. Dun, 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 dun,
How
dun.
far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Okay. Make for Amber. Ooh, chocobo. Are these wild chocobo? Yes, but can't really attack them. I think they're not. I don't think they're like that aggressive. And I gotta get back into the swing of things. area is fairly large. Oh, well, it's not that large. It looks large, though. That's very strange, just like on the opposite side of this area.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Lord
Quiet,
Elwyn isn't
you.
here. Not anymore.
We're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. It would be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small?
Black Shields, that's what they're called, right?
There's barely room to hide a bearer.
I hope that's what I
Then we
said. I
must be
think I
here for
said I called them
something
Black
else.
Knights or something. No.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
The gallows jig. I guess I should talk to that guy. Seems to have a very specific floating thing over his head.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered.
I mean, we killed one
The
not that
Empire
long
wants
ago.
answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
I'm sure they will.
You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Okay. Speak with several of the villagers. Wasn't really sure what I was supposed to be doing. Oh. Duh. The other guy.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him, didn't
Kind of
you?
hard to miss them.
At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned him in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know,
How'd you get it?
but we need to find out.
Firebrand. That sounds familiar. I've heard that before. Speak with the locals. There's a local. Let us speak.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing.
What?
I
Oh,
speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you.
okay then.
You are to
Ooh.
leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit.
Viceroy.
This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way.
Yeah, I call that submission, sir. But I understand. It's no different than potentially getting beat up.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Make report. Oh. Well, where the hell is that? Oh. Okay. Can't I just go through? Well, you know what? I'm gonna go the direction they pointed me. Maybe this is faster.
Through the mountains.
Yeah.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
I mean, when you put it that way, maybe we should just go around. Well, you know, screw it. I'm ready on my way through here. The heck is that? Fallen Hunter?
Ever since the apodatory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking you? The mother crystal's collapse?
Oh, I didn't realize I was on that.
You're not going to like it. Nice try.
I didn't realize I was using Ramu's abilities. Totally forgot I had it on there. I'm gonna go left instead of right. Exactly. This is exactly the reason why. Oh crap, wrong button. Dang it, I keep hitting the wrong button. Oh, there's some right there. I didn't even notice there was some right there. Oh. Oh, okay. I don't know how the hell I did that. Oh. Okay, cool. I don't even know what I just pulled out.
More of my mother's men.
Well, this isn't so bad. I'm actually doing pretty good. Oh. Yeah, this isn't so bad. Ah. Do 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 do. Oh. Oh, I got. Yeah, I don't know why we went through the long way. And yes, I'm fully aware I'm going backwards. I'm just kind of looking around. This area just seems to have like multiple pathways, but they all lead to the same location. Ah. Come on. Oh, what the heck? I keep switching to the wrong. Okay, these things are getting on my nerves because they're like actually running away from me. So I can't hit them. Are you serious?
It was reckless.
That's better.
Oh, this pathway is just really weird to me. Ooh, what's this way? Oh, it's the correct way. I shouldn't have went this way.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
Great.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
Come on. Oh, I didn't realize they were already dead. I thought there was at least still one more guy. Because Jill was fighting him. I guess she She beat him up. Okay, now for our interrogation tactics.
Tell me what I want, and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Not much of a tactic.
Why, you? We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Okay.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Yeah, they're not going to be there for very long. Man. Okay. I don't know why he jumps like that. I guess there's no like, there's no immediate activation of the thing.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Yeah, what the hell is she doing?
Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
Because like they were.
We should go.
Yes.
Very,
We
very
can't leave them
confused.
here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Hmm. Damn it. Yeah, the whole thing with her mom, like, she already upset me. She was already like. And then now stuff like this, I'm just like, what the heck is she doing? What is her end
We're
goal?
approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
This thing wants me to ride the Chocobo, but I don't know if I should. What up, yo? You got anything to tell me? Like, you know.
Didn't happen to come by way of Old Hill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Jesus Christ, they did it all in one night.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush, no. You didn't hear nothing.
What is this? Oh, yeah. Treasure. 10 bloody hides. People awaiting passage. In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosario.
How am I to sell my wares if they won't let me at the capital?
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed! Be gone! Passage back to our homes.
Damn, everybody's locked out. Like, are you serious?
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Come on, chickens.
You find no succor to the south travellers, nor beyond the Buet. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
Well, I would. I was gonna say I thought about summoning the white chicken, but then I remembered. No, I kind of like the combat. Oh, yeah. I do find it kind of funny they're called devil crabs. Oh, okay. That's how you do that. I remember seeing the move in the move list, but then for some reason it just didn't. I didn't quite understand how to do it. Okay. You know, I think the more I fiddle around with the buttons, the more I guess sort of like force myself into battle, the easier it's gonna get for me to kind of figure out how to combat this.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Why are you guys running ahead? I guess it doesn't matter. The thing about me when it comes to action combat games is that I have pretty okay muscle memory. but I have really crap timing. So when the game has like abilities that require you to learn timing, I'm kind of garbage at that. Hence why stuff like that is kind of weird. So I can kind of do it, but not really. Just anything with timing, it's just it's hit or miss for me. I can either do it or I can't do it.
And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Sweet. Man, I wonder what else is. Yeah, what the heck are these people doing? They're all locked out of their homes?
Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Could always go through the town, maybe? I don't know.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. But Lazarus...
There's not like underground tunnels underneath
We'll
the
find our
town.
way
What?
into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Black Light Burns. That's a pretty good band.
Is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Well, I figured we were gonna go in here, but circumstances are a bit wild. I wonder why they're like completely cut off. Why this area is abandoned.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
This looks like a fighting. You can hear all the flies. You know what? I haven't pet you in a long time. This area is very empty. It just looks like it's been abandoned for months.
Oi! Visitors!
Not great.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
I didn't think it was gonna go down that quickly, but yeah. Enemies bested.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that.
Hey,
He's
wait a
long
minute.
dead.
I know who you are.
Perhaps it's time you joined him.
It's Wade, I think. Can't remember.
Blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
I think it's like Wade or something. I don't remember. There was two of them because one of them died, for sure.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is.
Yeah, Sir Wade. I was right.
Sir Wade.
I almost immediately recognized it was mostly his voice, but
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool.
I mean, I get that, but still,
And
like, there has to be
since granting the
a
Holy
really good
Emperor a
reason
new
outside
heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
So
No,
Wade, the Black Shields are
it
broken
has
camp.
something to do with
They march
Ultima.
in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
It has to do something with Ultima. For sure.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Your hands are already bloody. No need for more.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
Hey, he's gonna be a party member? I mean...
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure,
You know what?
my
I
lord.
kind of hope he's not a party member. Think about it. No offense to Wade. I like him. He's a cool dude.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Time to, I guess, speak to Wade. Not much else to do.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment.
Operation
Sensing
Human
an
Shield.
opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Oldale have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
I mean, that is the quest. Okay, throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Okay, well, wherever we go.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Yeah!
Oh, you know what? Probably shouldn't.
Thanks, Gal.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing that. Let's just wade through this.
Come along now.
It seems like everybody's been kicked out of this area, or at least pushed further away.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Like, come flying drop kick in.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your
Oops, wrong
petty
button.
revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Oh, little prick.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Oh man, I hadn't fought one of these in a while. I don't know if I can still remember. Oh, come on.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say that.
Okay. That was a bump. Oh,
A
never
noble
mind.
stand, albeit a misguided one.
I'm telling you, man, they look like...
In taking it,
Wait a minute.
you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Yeah, they kind of remind me of, like, those Imperial Vipers from the very beginning. Come on.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Fire and flame!
Fine. You should already be dead. Yeah, that's what I thought. That wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad at all. I mean, I did
don't see
okay.
any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings.
No, I
For the
don't
time
think so.
being, at least.
For the time being, yeah. But
Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
What speech, man? What speech?
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound
Yes.
strategy, my lord.
Because they will send reinforcements. This whole place is completely screwed now I think about it. Probably shouldn't have helped. I don't know.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Okay. The burnt blade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Guess we're making our way into the city, right? I say city, but they refer to it as a port. Basically the same thing. The port city.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Well, someone's on their way in.
I guess my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, they come in with a weapon.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still?
Yeah, you still remember the play, huh?
Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, uncle.
Bravo, Uncle.
Yeah.
Saw the finest Madu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
Well, now's your
Favor to
chance.
ask, Uncle Byron.
Huh?
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
Well, I think.
Uncle.
Yeah, I don't
You
think.
can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
Might want to keep our presence a little bit on the down low, man. Just keep it on the down low.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
The good plates, the ones they they never use.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you?
Unfortunately.
Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
I mean, he's like.
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
I mean, a good chunk of that.
Authority.
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
As I was going to say, he would probably be more believed because not just because he's his uncle, but also because of all the crap that's been going on.
Isn't she?
He's like, yeah, I'm ready to believe anything. There has to be.
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Hey, don't forget the doggy. Oh, there it is. Oh man, I'm cut off to that place now? Okay. I guess I gotta go back to the hideaway, yeah. Let's head back. See what else there is. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian can probably make an educated guess.
It will be over soon. One way or another.
Let me talk to some of these people. Let me talk to this guy.
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
That doesn't sound appealing.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Yeah, that's what I
Where's
was,
your sense of adventure, Sid?
that's what I was
Honestly,
thinking.
one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sure. If it means I get, you know,
Something tells me you won't
renown.
be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Because I'm greedy like that.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It
What?
was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, It's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
What?
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Oh.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps?
I think I know what
One
those
of the
are.
butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
I think I know what those are. That's going to be it for today. We've done a lot. So far, we've reunited with an old friend named Wade, an uncle. Met a couple more of those black shields, I believe. That's what they're called. I keep wanting to call them Dark Knights. They're essentially the same thing. They're a little bit more like judges, especially that one commander dude who was a boss. Until next time, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.